Well, the title actually was something that we were not sure about until a very long time. It was called a different film before when we were making it actually, and when I was writing it. But eventually, it was my co-writer who came up with the title, and it was our temp working title, Joyland. But then I think we just stuck to it, and we tried different titles, but it didn't work out. And it was just something that perfectly encapsulated the soul of the film in a certain way because I think the thing that binds the whole ensemble of all the characters in Joyland is their search for one. So I think for us, I think it had some level of an appeal, which was empathetic and compassionate, which we liked about it. No, I had no idea that it would have this sort of impact, frankly speaking. I knew that it would have had some impact on me, and I think that was the reason why I was making it and why I was sort of, so invested in the film as if like that was really the one thing that I wanted to do all of my life in my 20s was focused on everything in my 20s was focused on making Joyland. So like when I look back when I'm an old man, I remember my 20s, which is the most youthful that you'll ever be. It was all about Joyland, and I knew because I knew that I'll get a certain level of catharsis out of making this film. I had no idea that it would mean the same thing or different things to different people, and they would be so emotional about it. Like when I read messages, I'm like that I get every day when people watch the film. It's nuts. It's insane. Nobody can ever think that your film will impact people in an emotional way, and just the it's just it's a beautiful thing that you can't plan and you can't replicate, and it's just something that you have to be in the right place at the right time and lucky enough to be part of a film that's bigger than you, and and now it really belongs to the people and they make of it what they want to. So no, I never imagined it. I was lucky enough to be with actors and with the DP and with crew that understood why we were doing that many takes, and we always were exploring something. And I think it was always the intent was always to not go and just shoot the scene the way it was written, but to explore it a little bit more. And it may get a little bit rewritten in the process of actually shooting it sometimes, in the way that the actors are moving around, etc. In the way that they approach a particular line. We were really sort of emotionally experimental about things on set sometimes to be like, okay, you can approach it like this and like this, etc. And then, so we did do a lot of takes often for most of the scenes, especially the key scenes, because it was just fun. It was like, oh, the meaning changes if she just says one line a little bit with a pause. So we had a lot of fun with that, and I think there's a certain sort of it wasn't because I was a newcomer or something. I think I would actually love to have that kind of privilege in every film to be able to do a lot of takes, because I don't think there's a prize for getting it right on the first take. The film needs to be good. On set, you should do as many takes as it takes to get the film right. I think I care about being making a film that again means something. I think all filmmakers, if like it's what interests me. I watch people all the time. It's many filmmakers who are very close friends of mine as well. And I think the sort of through line between all of us is that we love at least the ones that I like and I'm friends with are the ones we all love watching people, and we love eavesdropping on conversations in restaurants and in parks and stuff, and just like looking at behavior of not just strangers but also sometimes people in your family and friends, and being like, oh, in a tense situation this person reacts like this and this is their defense mechanism, and this is it's all research. Every day is like research, just observing people, and they're all around. And you just have to like literally be a fly on the wall in different situations, and just observe and watch people. Like sometimes I'm at a party and I'm not even partying, I'm just like looking at people partying. That's my party in my head. So I think it kind of adds up, because you accumulate life, in for many 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 years, and then you put it into 2 hours of movie. So one hopes that it will give some sort of relatability and some introspection to people who are watching the film in terms of human behavior and just our existence on this world. I'll tell you the ones which made us really emotional. I think winning at Cannes was really emotional for us, and winning the Spirit Awards was also really emotional. I think it was a big deal because we were winning Best National Film, and it was a really special thing because again, the key cast was there at least in in both the situations, and we were there. Enough of the team was there to be able to actually celebrate it as a team, which is how we actually made the film. So it felt more correct to actually celebrate it. So the awards that really gave me the most joy were the ones where I remember the people being around me and the people I think like Lahore is a very interesting mix today. If you ask me about it, in terms of like a mix of the new and the old. I think the Gen Z is really changing things around. So there is a good underground scene in terms of like kids finding a way to have fun. But it's very modernized now. Like it's wonderful. We hang out mostly because there are of course no sort of bars and stuff here, of course. But you mostly hang out at either people's houses or there's a big coffee like cafe culture here off late because the music scene has been like bringing up in Pakistan. So you'll see like every weekend, somebody performing here and there. So music is really big. It's a big part of our lives these days, I think, and food festivals. The release in Pakistan and the ban and stuff, which I think I've spoken it extensively about in many places. So that, of course, was a challenge. And I think personally speaking, the challenge of promoting a film and marketing it and sustaining energy for yourself for a whole year, because I finished the film in May last year. I finished it and it was in a hard drive and I was like, okay, my job is done. I can go to Cannes, I can go to our premiere and then I'm free. I can work on the next project. I thought I'll be shooting my next movie by now, or at least like I don't know, I have a script by now. But I've been working nonstop every day for the last 1 year on a film that I've already made. Thing that I was like, I had no idea about that. Every day you'll have interviews and meetings and press and this and that and this release and that release, and which is a great problem to have. But it's been a challenge just to be like, oh, to keep the engine running, to keep sort of keep yourself invested in the journey of the film, even though personally as an artist, you've kind of already done your job. So the film is kind of out of your system once you show it to people and it's done, but you still have to keep doing the work, which was something that as a first time filmmaker, I had no idea that a year of my life will just go into the film even after making the film. It's now playing at Film Forum and the Jacob Burns Film Center from today as well. So, and LA we will release on the 21st, and then 28th we'll release nationwide in the US.